brewers, back at you with another fucked up Friday. Today, we are trying out the new Brewzilla extender. Now, you might say, why do we need an extension? Get your mind out of the gutter. Sometimes you want to make a big ass beer. And that is what we're doing today. We're going to be making an Imperial Chocolate Mint Porter. It's 20 pounds of malt for a 5-gallon batch. It's going to be about 10%. So what we need to do is 20 pounds of malt. We'll fill this right to the frickin' top. That's the standard factory mash tun that comes with the Brewzilla. This baby is the extended mash tun that comes with the extender kit. So we get the mash tun. We've got this handy dandy gasket that goes around the top here. We're already at mash temp, so I'm gonna need some gloves to put on that. Also, little thing to extend our recirculation pipe, as well as, of course, this whole thing, making the whole vessel higher. Adding another 2 gallons, so we're at 10 gallons total volume. Now, I don't know if you're gonna be able to bang out a 10-gallon batch in this. We're gonna give it a rip on another video, but for making big beers, Imperial beers, that kind of stuff, maybe you wanna do a party guile, we're gonna try one of those out in another video. I think this is gonna be great, because like I've done this beer in a regular size Brewzilla before. What a pain in the A's. So let's get her set up, and I'll show you our brew for today, and we'll get her going. I'm gonna put some gloves on here, because we're already at mash temp. Actually, Travis, let's get a shot. And this is, we need 7.5 gallons of mash water. That doesn't leave us a lot of room for malt now, does it? It sure doesn't. So, let's get our handy dandy gasket on here. Oh, I wonder if I have to take out this. I guess we're gonna find out. Let me just set that in there, and then we lock it in using the lid clips. And then we've got other lid clips, so we can still put the lid on if we want. Boom. And we put our other malt pipe in. We're gonna keep our handy dandy Paul invention there for our recirculating temperature. Get that in, get that in. And then we put our big boy mash tun in. Oh yeah, right. This does not have the right plate at the bottom. I don't know who did that on the display, but that's wrong. We'll just blame Paul. That's always safe. Safe bet. All right, look at that. Now we've got some actual room. So let's get this little guy out of here. Now let's talk about our beer. Like I said, should be 9.5 to 10% Imperial Chocolate Mint Porter. 4 packs, that's right, 1, 2, 3, 4 packs of yeast I'm gonna be putting in that sucker. I could have made a starter, but as you know, I'm very lazy, so I'm not gonna be doing that. We're also gonna put a little bit of unsweetened cocoa in there, last 5 minutes of the boil, as well as 9 of these pure peppermint tea bags. Never done this before. I'm going off internet research, so this might be shit, but thank you, whatever person who won an award with that beer, that I'm stealing a good chunk of their recipe. My grain bill, like always with my Imperials, is based off Denny Kahn's vanilla bourbon porter recipe. I just love that grain bill. Thank you so much, Denny. Love everything to do with Denny Kahn. Can't wait to try this baby out. So let's go. We're gonna do our minerals just like we always do. This time only 1 millilactic acid, 3 Epsom salt, 6 chloride, 1 gypsum. Let's go. Gypsum, 6 grams of chloride, and finally 3 Epsom. And then just 1 gram of lactic. And you think, Brad, in the last video we needed 4 mils of lactic. Why only 1 this time? Well, this baby is chock full of dark malts, and dark malts bring our pH down naturally. Sometimes in these big beers, it's the only time I've ever needed to actually bring my pH up. Something to think about. There you go. Open her up. Put her in here. I like to give it a good stir as we go. We'll slap our lactic in there, just 1 milliliter. And that should be giving us a pH of about 5.48. Right in the old wheelhouse. If you want to debate me on pH, you're probably smarter than me. Now let's get that baby in there. This time, I'm gonna just throw it all in because I don't have any helpers today. It's gonna be a little bit more of a challenge to stir in 20 pounds of malt. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm going to have to stir it halfway through just to get that in there, even with the extender. This is a big boy. All right, and now we got our last little bit. And again, save my bag for my spent grains. Oh, she's a beaut. Smells amazing. Look how much room we still have in here, even though there's 20 pounds of malt and 7.5 gallons of mash water. Just a pleasure. And I mean, we don't have to worry about, oh, is it going to be powerful enough to do this extra boil, blah, blah. There is no extra boil. Still making 21 liters like I always do, just strong. Oh, that's a beaut. Look at that. Looks like there's some wild rice in there or something, but there isn't. I'll give that a little rinsey poo after. Okay, now we can close her up. Put our recirculation arm on. And same thing, we don't want to recirc at full speed. It's going to end up giving us a problem. We don't like problems. Boom. Slow the flow a little bit. And there we go. See you in an hour. Sippy poo time. All right, we're back on our Imperial Mint Chocolate Porter. Time for Sparge. This one, because we did such a huge mash volume, 7.5 gallons, we're only gonna do 2.25 gallons of Sparge, which is 18.3 pounds, so let's get that. All right, so 16, 17, 18.5, okay, not just a little bit more over. 17.3, okay. There we go. And now, same thing. Get that in there and lift it up. So I must say, no overflow, no nothing, anything weird going on here. I did give it a stir in the middle. That's something I like to do with my heavy beers that have the giant grain bills. Now, oh my. Oh, a little heavy. I'll give you that. So this is the two-step. It has the two sets of feet on the side. So we'll let that go down a little bit, then we'll lift it up again. And then we're gonna put our Sparge on. So we'll just let that go for a sec. Okay, and then we'll lift it up to the second notch, and then we can put our Sparge water in there. Oh, wow, I will say, if you are not as strong as I am, which few people are as weak as I am, I look like I may be strong, but that was a little bit tough. Getting that up there easily with one person, so if you got a friend, probably a good plan to get a little bit of help there. So then now we'll dump our water in, and the rest is up to God. Oh. And this is, it's also a little bit top heavy, so make sure you don't have anybody, you're not doing this in a high traffic area. And that's that, we'll let that drain and then we'll see you in a bit for boil. Sippy poo time. Yeah, that's too far. All right, we are back. We are at boil on the big boy. I'm gonna throw our hops in and then I'm gonna take off the extender so I can clean it and then set timer and, you know, do nothing for 60 minutes, have some beers. Let's take this off so we can give it a good cleany poo. Well, that was easy. Take this off too, clean that. Now we're just back to a regular old boil. Throw our 60-minute Magnum in there and set a timer. So check my timer. Boom. See you in, well, 50 minutes to get our last hop addition and hook up the chiller. No whirlpool, no nothing. We'll just chill her down and put her in the fermenter. We're gonna get rid of our spent grain and we'll see you in a bit. All right, we're down to 10 minutes left in the boil. So like I said, I hadn't ever done this before, so I'm taking the advice of somebody on the internet, which is not necessarily the best advice, but it's the adventure of homebrew. Oh, does that smell minty? So there are, I don't even read how many there are in here, but we need 9. And we are gonna let them steep for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna let them steep for 10 minutes. After 5 minutes, we're gonna throw in our cocoa powder, our whirl flock, yeast nutrient, all that fun stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all right. Need like a receptacle for this, there we go. Just a spotted tea now. I suppose I could have done like bulk tea and put it in a bag or some kind of shit, but this just seemed easy, and I like easy. Oh, it's easy, yeah. All right, 3 more, and we got our 9. All right. All right, 9, count them, 9 tea bags. Now, we're gonna need 4 ounces of cocoa powder. I'm gonna go weigh that out. Hopefully this little guy is enough for that. Oh, I lost my table. This was all I could find at Walmart, the Hershey's, so let's give that a rip. Oh. So what does a basically full cup weigh? Let's see how that goes. Not even an ounce. Well then, let's try this then. One that's clean would be preferable. There we go. Well, that is going to be chocolatey AF if I do say so myself. So let's see. I mean, adventure of homebrewing. because like this was already fairly chocolatey. We're also going to put a little bit of that vanilla essence in there that we put in Cream Skull. So it's going to be packed full of flavor. Well, in 5 minutes, we got 2 minutes. Little sippy poo, grab some yeast nutrient. Grab some Whirl Flock. Some yeast nutrients. Why does it have to be half a Whirl Flock? And now we'll put our gloves on. We're gonna hook up the chiller, get that recircing, and we're ready, just about ready for chill. Where are my gloves? I thought I left them right there. Look at this boy. Whoa, whoa. What the hell? Pretty sure I had that off, but okay, let's grab them off now. I think we picked the right name for the show. There we go. I'm just gonna leave that there. Piss me off now. It is the extension, but it seems like that the pump was on that whole time, which makes no sense, but what are you gonna do? All right, that's all we got for distance from our power, which is fine. Okay, fire that bag up. Oh yeah, right. I want to get, oh, that is a hot tea bag right on my leg. Let's get out all the previous beer, because we brewed 2 beers today. Pinch that off, put that back in there, and put our tea bag back in there. All right. Okay, we'll give that a few minutes to sanitize, and I'm gonna finish cleaning my fermenter, and then we can get in the fermenter. Yeah, put the cocoa in there. Boom. Give that a little bit of a stir. Clean up the bit of a leaky mess I made, and we will be ready for chilling, hard chilling. All right, that time has come. Time to, I guess we already have the chiller fired up on the slow end. We're gonna fire this up, and we're gonna fire up our water. We are indeed circulating. Yes, indeed. Okay, so while that's doing that thing, I'm just going to finish up sanitizing, star sanding our fermenter. That is closed. All right, we are ready for transfer. Still going to be about 5 minutes. So we'll come back then for transfer. Okay, quick grab. Fucking God. One day I'm gonna have fucking floor drains, I swear to God. Are you fucking kidding? I should just leave this for Paul. All right, quick little gravity check. Boop. I know we're gonna be low because we ended up being a gallon over volume-wise, which I don't understand. I use the same calculator that I use all the time. I don't know how I'm a gallon over, so yeah, we wanted 1090, we only got 1075, so it's gonna be a little weaker than we wanted, which makes sense, being a gallon over. Pissed me off. Still gonna be a real nice beer. I wouldn't call it Imperial anymore though, so we're just gonna call it a chocolate mint porter. And with that, we are ready to transfer. And same thing, let it cascade down the wall, get a little bit of some oxygenation in there. Let the water rip, and then mercifully, this brew is done. And I was gonna put, if we made it up to 1090, I was gonna put 4 packs. We're only gonna put 3 packs of USO5 in there now. If another thing falls or breaks or anything, I fucking quit. Come on, baby. Like a gallon and a bit. Let's go. Still got more talking to do. That is a full fermenter. We are gonna have a mess on the floor. You know what, I'm just gonna stop it now. See, look at that. That's a fully. That is an official fully, man. Okay, airlock, yeast. Off. And like I say, we're gonna throw a little bit of vanilla in there at kegging time. Like I say, sometimes you don't hit the numbers, but it's still gonna be good as long as we didn't over chocolate it or over mint it, but I feel like we definitely didn't over mint it, but we shall see. You never know what fermentation is gonna do. And into the tickle trunk we go. Oh my God, that's heavy. Come on now. There we go. But yeah, that is gonna go bananas. Like there's gonna be shit on the floor by tomorrow. All right. It's been a bit of a trying day. Try not to get too fucked up. I am definitely though. Like I might even have some whiskey tonight.
3 weeks later.
Hey brewers, it's about 3 weeks later. Finally ready to try that chocolate mint porter. I did say imperial when we started, but if you remember from the previous video, we lost about 1 full point on our original gravity, so I'm just gonna call it a porter. It's still 8%, but to me, that doesn't quite enter in the imperial realm. I mean, fight me if you want on that. It's always been kind of gray to me what truly qualifies as an imperial beer. Kegerator in the office is full, so I've been relegated to my brews go in the hops cooler now. So we're gonna get in there, try some. And, I got all these fancy setups, but sometimes nothing beats the old picnic tap. Not bad, not bad. A little bit of a look at the head on that. Maybe a touch overcarbed. See it in the light. We got some pretty decent clarity. Oh, smell that mint and that chocolate. What do you think? Should we have a sippy poo? I think so. Thick, foamy, kind of creamy from the cocoa in there. I'd say, you know what? I don't know if I put 8 or 9 tea bags in there, but I think whatever it is, whatever I put in, I think I would have gone just 1 less. It's just, in my opinion, just a tiniest bit too minty. Definitely not undrinkable. Oh, she's a beaut. I'm gonna package it up. I'm gonna see maybe after a couple months if the mint kind of gets a little bit more into flavor, kind of settles down a little bit. But we're gonna enter this into the local contest here, the Pro-Am, the Brew Bombers Pro-Am. I'm gonna throw this under the Christmas beers, see what happens. Till then, I'm getting fucked up. You should too. See you later.